Hi everyone, it's Artist from Carpentry and Construction Limited. In today's video I will be building small flat roof. So everything starts from working out level, so we got to join into this roof. So I worked out, I took the measurement from the top of the roof down to 18 millimeters. That's our covering. So this will be the low point. So next step, what you want to do is mark on the wall your level, which I have done. So I've done that. I always suggest you using laser level for setting out things like this. So we in this occasion our fall will come from the front to the back, and also we're gonna have to throw water away from the wall to this area here where the gutter will be, and a downpipe. So first we're gonna have the joists in level, and the next step will be cutting fairing pieces so the fall, so the front is level if you look at it from the front of the from the road, but what we're gonna have to create is falls, so it falls away from, so it's falling away from the building, so it's not, water is not sitting essentially, or doesn't want to run into the building and then you rely only on your finish. So the idea is you take your water away from the walls as much as possible and where possible. So here what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to be sort of level-ish or slight, we'll see, but what we're gonna have to, the trouble is we got that roof which we need to sort of marry together, and that falls down. So what we're gonna have to do, all that side will have to fall down, and then it's probably gonna have to go sort of down from the front to the back into the gutter. Obviously there will be a Harris rail of some sorts which will direct water away from wall, so that will be okay. But yeah, so this is our next job. So as I said, set your laser level up, don't forget about thickness of your material, allowing that, and then your actual where your joist will go. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I've marked it, but now I'm gonna go and mark where exactly my joist will be, and then I'll grind them in. So yeah, I hope you're gonna enjoy it, and I'll catch up you in a bit. So once you've set up your first joist, and by set up I mean position you want it to be, so what I've tried to do is put it parallel to the back wall and also to this roof, so we can join it nicely in with our kings, and so it looks parallel. And then also you use this first joist to mark all the other 400 centers, where we're gonna have this wall here coming up. What we'll do, we will put noggings like so, fixed to the joist, probably 3, and then what will happen, the brickwork will go and tuck under this and support that end. So it's there, and we're gonna have on the front, we're gonna put another 6x2 for our fascia, and we'll put it so when we fit up fascia we cap it off, and the back of the fascia or bottom part of the fascia tucks against the brick. Well, that's the idea, so that's what we're gonna do. So now we know the first joist is where we need it to be. Next for me is to mark 400 centers and grind the rest of the joist hangers. So all the joist hangers are in. Next step is grab the tape, make sure they're where you want them to be, so 400 centers, and then you need a blower or hoover with the option to blow it out and blow all the gaps, as I showed in the video before, just to make sure that there's no dust when you put resin in, so it's as clean as possible. And that's that. So I'll get a tape double check, then if I have to move I move, blow again the holes where I had to move, and I'll resin it in, and then we just carry on from there on. So the next step, once I got my strings on, what I do, I start measuring it out. So obviously here we got strings, so I measure individually from each one the measurement, and here I just go to our timber which we set in, measure again measurement and also the length. And then what you need to do, if you lucky and your timber hasn't got any differences in width, in this case it will be nice straight rip, but if it isn't, like one of them, it isn't like 2 mil difference, so I'm gonna have to cut 2 mil wider, sort of to like a sort of wedge shape rather than one straight cut, which would be easy obviously with table saw. Again, yes, what I did want to tell you, I would suggest you having table saw when you got to rip your own fairing pieces, because it's a lot safer to do and easier and quicker and more precise as well. So skill saw, you can do it with skill saw, but I wouldn't suggest it. Is a lot harder to do. So yeah, now I'm just measuring out, as I said, length of it and our 2 points, so I can get my sort of measurements for the fairing bits. What I do though, as I said, I'm not using at the minute this string line here, I'm using the point here to get our measurement. Technically, if the joist is level, it should be the same anyway, but again, sometimes difference in thickness can change things for you. So yeah, that's where we are. I'm gonna go and cut these, and I'll be back in a second.